Hey there, true believers, Ryan Kisaragi here with more Let's Play Story Seasons, Friends of Middletown. Last time, we had the cockfighting tournament. We lost in the first round because I forgot CL was brown and not white. It was a very embarrassing moment for everyone involved, and we're going to forget about it as soon as I possibly can. Which is never, because the internet is forever. Anyway, we also got Siri the alpaca, or the Kriya, as we learned together that was what a baby alpaca and a bunch of other animals were called. I've never heard that word in my life, but, you know, fair enough. I've heard a lot of words in my life. Like, I'm proud of you, son. Haven't heard that anyway. Sorry, we're getting... I'm so sorry I'm like this. I don't mean to be. Anyway. If you can't make yourself laugh, who can you make laugh? Literally nobody, Rain. You're terrible. Anyway. Please. I'm stuck on all my cows. There's so many Lulus, and I'm stuck on all of them. It's a curse. Alright. Anyway. We're not going to bother. Get to you later as you phase through all the other cows. Alright, get over here before you... Perfect. Good. Is that everybody? I kind of lost track. It is in fact everybody. Let's go. Alright, cool. So, between videos, I typed up the description for the last video in my upload description text file. That's how I do it. I like to write these in spur of the moment, because if I don't, I get confused about what did or didn't happen, and it just makes things harder for no reason. So I try to do things in the moment. Like, it's just easier doing it in the moment. Thought that was the butter maker for a second, not gonna lie. My brain said, why are you putting that in there, Rain? Also, we have onions we can harvest. We'll do those in a minute. I think that'll unlock pumpkins. Is the store open today? I think it's open today. Yeah, it's Tuesday. It's closed. Alright, cool. So we can theoretically pick up pumpkins today. Which would be kind of sick. I do like that the game at least lets you get your unlocked seeds the moment that they're unlocked, instead of making... Oh, we're... Monoko's dropping eggs now. Hell yeah. Let's go. Bow wah wah wah. Bow wah wah wah. God, his theme is so good. You guys don't know how good Monoko's theme is until you've played Expedition, but my god, it's so good. I will stop talking about Expedition 33. We're like years off of playing this game. Maybe not years, but like, you know what I mean. It's not going to be for a while. We got to get Persona 5 first. Which I was planning on recording more of this week. I just, work was bad again, and I was too tired, and I just wanted to not do anything. So I didn't. It's really as good a reason as any, I suppose. I just didn't want to do it. I don't like recording when I'm in a bad mood, because I don't like faking my mood for you guys. I'd rather just be my normal ADHD self and have everything be, like, organic and fun, instead of, like, I'm going out of my way to be entertaining. I don't know. I just feel like it's more genuine when I'm bouncing between 1,000 different conversation points like a crazy person. Is this the right one? Maybe? Yes. Alright, cool. Glad we figured that out together. Alright, let's get these onions, and then we'll, Oh, we can get into our conversation topic, too. The conversation topic, and let me actually double check, because I don't write these down. I just, like, keep them in my brain, and then I remember it at some point. I remember who... There we go. Continued sci-fi topics. Let's go. Oh, no, there's an answer. I'm not going to read the answers. That's going to contaminate my answer. Okay. So the first one here is Star Trek, like, teleporting between, like, planets and stuff. No. I don't think that's ever going to, like, really happen. And I will give a couple different reasonings on that one. Because number one, I can't imagine disassembling atoms and then reassembling them, even in the correct order, would probably be a, like, Herculean task in and of itself. But so just, like, reassembling them at all would be really, really hard. Because I'm not a scientist, believe it or not. Like, just heads up, guys, I'm not a scientist. I'm a shitty YouTube Let's Player. I can't imagine teleportation would ever be possible, because rebuilding you from the atoms up would be just... I can't imagine the ability to make that happen, just with, like, space-time being what it is. Just the level of computing power would never reach that point, I can't imagine. And then like if one like neuron of your brain wasn't in the right position, now you're not even yourself anymore. So I can't imagine that would work on a just foundational level. I can't see that ever happening. And then there's the more, like, realistic side of why it would never happen, because if we ever got tech that could disassemble things on a molecular level, we're not going to use it for teleporting, we're going to use it in weapons. And that's, like, exactly, and it'd be like, we can disassemble people, like, on a like, cellular, like, proton neutron level to move them between places. Give me a gun that disintegrates people. Give me a bomb that disintegrates people. And then that's the end of it. Like, that it's just a weapon to make people disintegrate now. And that's not what's gonna... that's definitely what would end up happening. Just because of reality and how humans are so dedicated to killing each other with the most efficiency possible. I don't see teleportation happening ever. Now, how can I even put this into an argument? I see faster than light travel being more possible because there would be other applications, and I hate using this as an argument, but a lot of scientific advancements come from military advancements. So if we can move just in this far-flung future where we're doing space combat, because humans will always try to kill each other. That's what we're best at. We're bringing the space armada from Omicron Persei 8, and we're gonna go to Omicron Persei 7 and just destroy the human population there because they're looking at us funny in the galactic comms or whatever. I definitely see faster than light travel happening because of that. Because of, like, we need to get these troops, get these weapons there as quickly as possible, and we would figure that out more likely than we would figure out teleportation as, like, a thing. I kind of tangented there. Hopefully that's a good enough answer. Just because that's just... I don't have a very high opinion of humans. I think we're pretty shit, actually, as a species. But, you know. What's the next festival? Oh, the 20th. Jesus. Oh, Cowfest? Can we reasonably enter Cowfest? We can enter Lulu number 2. We need to get Lulu number 2 Pegrid, too. Maybe after the festival we can get Lulu number 2 peg rent. This is on me unlocking. Sorry, I didn't see. I should have read that a little more, but we do have pumpkins. Believe it or not, the seeds we've already planted, we have those unlocked now. Yeah, I see it. If we were to develop the tech that would eventually lead to teleportation, it would be for military weapons, 100%. Just because of how we work as a species. So, yeah, I don't think you're going to get your cool Star Trek teleportation anytime soon. If ever. Just to be negative. Would be cool, though. Would be cool. I would probably never do it because of the raising up the topic about, disassembling yourself and then just hoping that it works. I'm good. I'm good, actually. And I'm going to point once again to an earlier conversation topic where I talked shit about tech bros also. We're going to look at the movie The Fly and kind of confirm why I would never do teleportation. Because, there was a whole movie about this, how it's a bad idea. Let's not, invent the terror cube from the movie Don't Invent the Terror Cube. Let's not do teleportation because The Fly taught me that was a stupid idea. But yeah, that's kind of my opinion on that, I guess. And then the other topic, which I am gonna have to look at my phone again, so we're gonna finish our current chore, weeding the pasture, and then immediately unequipping my sickle. Because as much as it is for the people, my crops are for me, and I'd rather not have them destroyed. Sorry, I'm kind of on autopilot right now, just doing my chores. That's why I like these games, because you can just go into autopilot and just do stuff and be productive and stuff without having to actually think to any degree. It's great. I really like that about this style of game. I'm gonna run out of expedition characters if I keep raising chickens too. There's only 5, I guess 6 technically, party members. Okay, let's sell my stuff and then we'll look at what the other conversation topic was. Alright, I don't need to pause in here, but we're gonna pause anyway. That's fine. Then the other one, how about transferring our conscious awareness into a different body or an artificial brain outside of our bodies? I think there's more potential in putting your brain into a computer than there would be putting it into another brain. I think we're kind of already seeing. Oh, you do want to see God? I think there's already kind of a case for putting your brain into a computer, because as far as I understand, and this is just my, once again, not a doctor, not a scientist, not anything. I'm a shitty YouTube Let's Player. As far as I understand, the brain is just a series of electrical pulses, which is ones and zeros, and a computer is essentially, computer's literally just ones and zeros too. So I figure that we could most definitely put our consciousness into that. I don't think it would be us anymore, so there would always be that. And once again, like in Cyberpunk, say it together, I think there's definitely... How can I put this in words? There's definitely the ability for that to be a thing. Would I want that to happen? No, I don't. There's a what game is that touched on that was actually pretty interesting. I forget the name of the game. You guys will have to correct it. You guys will have to let me know what it is. It's, yeah, we have no renovate. Oh, we can get floor. The weird mailbox, let's go. Oh, hello. Deluxe fridge, let's go. Get the big fridge. Oh, alright. Well, we got the big fridge. It's essentially like you're like the last survivor of this space colony, and you're going through, and you're like, oh, we have to try to save the humans that are further in here. Oh god, the humans and whatever. And then it turns out that you're like a robot that has like a copy of a human's brain in it, and the human that you were originally is like off colony now, and your mission was to essentially eject everybody's stored consciousness into the universe to like protect them because humanity like died out or whatever. And I forget, I'm probably remembering it wrong. But yeah, that was a really interesting thing, because like you are just a robot with a copy of consciousness in you. You're not like a person. And I think that would kind of be like hell, I think, a little bit. Just being like, you're not who you think you are, you're just a copy of that person. I think that's terrifying. So I'm not super cool with that. But could we do it? I'm just gonna sort my... do I think we could do it? I think we could. And it would probably be like the engrams in Cyberpunk, where it would be, here's this is spoilers for an ending in Cyberpunk, so plug ears for the next like couple minutes or something. I'll leave here when we're done with the spoilers. That's your visual thing. When we're not in here, oh, I can't even buy anything. All right, whatever, that's fine. We'll stand here for a second. That's fine. In one of the endings, the Arasaka Corporation presents you with an engram of one of your friends, and it's just like a really shitty done copy where it's like just copy pasted. And they're like, we can edit this and do whatever we want to make him say whatever we want, just to convince you to help us. And it's really messed up. I hate it, actually. And that's what I'm kind of afraid of. If we do the put brain in computer route, is like you would be giving up so much of your identity to people who are only gonna manipulate your identity to do what they want to do. So that's kind of like the big fear, TM. But as far as putting your brain in a computer, that's probably possible. Putting it into another body, like another organic meat body. Oh, pheasant, I'm so sorry. Probably less likely to do that, because I imagine there's like, once again, like your thought processes and stuff would all have to be like simulated. I think here's where there's fun. Would all need to be like simulated, and at that point, would it even really be you anymore? And that's a major question in the cyberpunk genre, is what qualifies being a human anymore. That's great, Zach. I'm trying to not destroy my crops, but cut all these weeds. Cool. Is at what point, as we change ourselves, what point are we human and what point are we not human? When does human stop and something else begin? So, and that's I had an answer to that question, but I don't really know if my answer is applicable anymore. I've cleared my farm, but there's still more shit on here. I'm like Sisyphus. I hate it here. Alright, let's go to bed. yeah, unless you went into like a robot body, but then it would be like your AI version of you. Okay, it's sunny tomorrow. That's good. It would be your AI version, piloting a mech suit, which sounds awesome. Oh, super caffeine? Oh my god, I need some super caffeine. Give me super caffeine. Give me in real life. Just a shot of pure caffeine. Do that right to the bloodstream. That's the way that I'm gonna stay awake. Yeah, it would be your brain piloting a mech suit. Kind of, but not exactly like in Warhammer and the Dreadnoughts, I think they are. I'm not a Warhammer guy, so I'm just kind of like just kind of pulling the little bits of knowledge that I do have. Because they have a soldier there where it's like, oh, this is a space marine who like died in the line of duty, but death doesn't stop you from serving the Empire. So you just, we're just gonna slap your brain into a robot, and you're just gonna continue to be a soldier, but you're just a brain in a jar. Yeah, that's everybody. Cool, that's everybody. I thought it might have been. But... So that yeah, I see that being a thing. Definitely, but tying back to the other conversation about the military technology, I 100% see that being a thing that we start doing once like we get past the ethics of like, oh, dead soldier, put his brain in a robot. He can just keep being a soldier forever, with the brain in a robot. He's got trained instincts now, this robot, because we, put a soldier's brain in it. I don't know. I don't have a lot of high positive expectations for stuff like that. Just because I don't see a positive outcome, really. I hate to be so negative, but I just have no reason to be positive. I'm more nihilistic than I thought I was. I would love to be more hopeful. Genuinely, I would, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, truth be told, I think we're gonna kill off all of humanity and destroy the planet before any of this could even be like possible in the first place. So I don't think we need to worry about it really. So I think we're probably okay. We're gonna start World War VII before we think about all this. We actually skipped 3 through 6. Also, we just went right. We just went right to 7. It was a weird decision, but just worked out to be the most efficient way to do it. Should I breed my Angora rabbit? Is that a thing I should do? Boop, boop, boop. I think at this point we're probably just like whatever with our animals. So I think we should be fine. Well, what are we gonna do the rest of the day aside from like talk about how much Rain hates technology and how things are going? Which is really what this video has become. I'm sorry about that. Just don't have really high hopes for things. I wish I did. I genuinely do, but... yeah. But we live in a time right now where I can play farming games and you guys get to watch and everybody's cool and we can all just hang out and stuff, which I think is pretty nice. We live in at least okay times. How about that? Maybe not good, but definitely okay. That's what's really important, right? I mean, the times could always be better. They always can be, but you know. We have ice water in video games, and Yeah. And we don't have weapons that can atomize you, like, super conveniently, I guess. Yeah. Let's see. What else from Cyberpunk would be cool? Since we always just go back to Cyberpunk for stuff, I hate that most of my answers are just like, oh, in Cyberpunk. Yeah, but like, I don't know. He did a really good job kind of predicting technology and trends and stuff. Let's try and go down the mine again. See if we can beat our best of, what, 111 I think we got to before we were like, yeah, this isn't going to work. See if we can fall in like 12 more holes too. That's pretty cool. What else in Cyberpunk would be cool? Like, not a lot, truth be told. I definitely think that. Let's see. I don't know if Shadowrun is any better. It's probably like hell yeah, substantially worse. But I have a soft spot in my heart for Shadowrun. It's mostly just that there's magic and there's tech, and it's just interesting that both can exist together. We would definitely need magic in the world, I think. But okay, we're gonna start breaking rocks with my head. Let's go. Oh, hello. Let's just stick to walking on our safe squares, because the last thing I want is to fall into a hole, just embarrass myself again. Cue the hole. There it is. Just dig these two. Why the hell not? I thought about it. I thought about moving forward one square. I thought about it. I don't think holes can spawn around the ladder, but I don't know if that's true either. So we're just gonna assume that they can, because it makes me a little bit safer. Yeah, I don't know. I think Cyberpunk dystopia is definitely not a goal. Like, yeah, it's definitely a cautionary tale more than like, hey, this would be really cool, right? And I think that's kind of lost on a lot of people who want cyberpunk stuff to be real. Because it's a cyberpunk dystopia. You forget that second word a lot. The fact that everything is shitty, it's a dystopia. It's not cool, it's not a goal. This is a failing of things. But yeah, I don't know. I would just like to like things to be okay in the future, and I just don't have a lot of evidence to prove that things are. But the biggest thing to counteract that kind of stuff is community, and like, I walked into a friggin' hole. I hate everything about myself. And now we're tired, so if I fall into a hole, I'm gonna die, so that's great. Good job, Rain. You didn't even make it to floor 111, you friggin' cretin. Take your pennies. Alright, let's try and find the... let's at least hit 111. Just... Oh, that's what I could do, actually. Hold on. We will need to get some rest to get some energy back, but I think on floor 102 we can get something. Unless I already got that one. I think I already did. Never mind. Alright, I'll shut up. That's fine. We'll just recover and go home. I hate it here. We got two orichalcum though, which is kind of nice, I guess. But yeah, community understanding togetherness is kind of the way to counteract like a dystopia. So if we can just do that, which we're also really bad at as humans, we're getting progressively worse at it too. the whole like keeping together as a community, as a group of people. We're getting progressively worse, and that's not ideal. But is what it is. So what can you do? Oh, $60 for those? Hell yeah. Cool. Made $300 today. Awesome. I mean, we made more than that because of the produce, but that's fine. Alright. It's gonna be shitty weather. This is why we save. Very important that we save. Yep, I don't care. I made money. That's fine. Cool and sunny. Alright, we'll take care of our wife. Hell yeah. We'll go pet the Angora rabbit first, and then we can figure it out from there. Yeah. We should consider breeding Lulu. Yeah, it's the Cow Fest on the 20th, right? Yeah. Okay. On the 20th, I guess we can tag her that evening, actually. Get her back from the contest. This is so messed up talking like this. We do have a 7-heart chicken, though, which is pretty cool. Oh, the 15th. What day is that? It's a Wednesday. Okay. Hopefully we're going to be able to get an animal this time, because we've messed up every other time. We're going to get an animal this time. But I hope you guys had fun, despite the conversation topics and how unfun they were. And I hope you guys had fun, and I'll see you next time. So till then, okay? Out.